everyone, happy Tuesday. I am Jess at Pink Lady Budgets. Welcome back to my channel. So a little extra video this week as I have got a reallocation video to do because I've changed up my sinking funds, my high priority and my low priority, and I'm gonna explain why. We pay, I'll just put the money over there for a minute. We pay our bills by direct debit like most people do. Some pay annually. And I wanted to see if I could put some of our bills as a high priority in our sinking funds and try and get ahead. So next year in 2026, I'd be able to pay some of them annually. However, with how our budget is going for myself and my husband, we don't need to pay it annually. We're coping all right. It works for us, paying direct debits every month. So I've taken these out. Now I'm keeping these because it doesn't mean to say that I'd never use them again. But I've taken out the council tax, the electric, the gas, the water and the home insurance. So taking those all out, so we had 20 in council tax, we had 20 in electric, 20 in gas, and we had 5, 10, 15, 20 in water, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30 in home insurance. So taking them out and moving them to the side, that means we have got £110 to reallocate into other sinking funds that I have now changed up in the binder. So this is my sinking funds binder. High and low are all in here. I've just got a dashboard to separate them. So, and this is just what works well for me at the moment. So we've got the pet emergency fund in here as high, our general emergency fund. So this could be home, life, whatever we might need an emergency fund for. Then we've got Dean's bike insurance, road tax, service and MOT, and then this is our emergency health fund. Then in low priority, we've got the Pearls of Wisdom, which is a fund that we're trying to get together for dentist, stocking up the freezer and stocking up the cupboards in the kitchen. And that's all I've got at the moment. My sinking funds are likely to change quite a lot. Some things are more higher priority than the low. So these will change, not as often as they happen at the moment, but I am still setting up and I am still getting together with my budget and how we're going to do things over in 2026, which isn't far away. And I'm super, super excited for 2026. Got lots of exciting stuff planned. Anyway, I didn't get my pens out before starting this video. Why did I not do that? Anyway, so yeah, I've got some newness still due to come and can't wait. And then I'll be ready for 2026. So excited. And I'll show you, I'm doing the save to sink method. So some of those challenges that I complete will be to go into my sinking funds here. They will be reallocated. So one of the challenges might be for Christmas 2026. One of the challenges that I complete might be to go to my tattoo fund in my personal binder that's going to be coming. So there's lots of different things. They won't all be saving to sink for my sinking funds. It will be just saving to sink for all the different categories that we need. So birthdays, Christmas, holidays, anniversary, lots of different things like that. So and it really does work for me, the save to sink method. And I hope it continues to go very well for us in 2026. Anyway, enough rambling on from me. I'm going to start reallocating these funds. So I'm going to put 30 into his Teddy's emergency fund. And I quite like that because that means then that's 2 rows completed on here. There we go. And obviously, I'm doing, if you have watched my channel before, and you know that I'm doing the £1 coin challenge, which then is going to be reallocated into his pet emergency fund, and that saves 80. So at the moment in here, we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 120. So we've got 120 in here at the moment. And then we're going to be adding in £80 as soon as we've finished the £1 coin challenge. So that's going to be a really good to bulk it up. Then, of course, we're going to have to put, well, we don't have to, but I want to put 20 into our emergency fund. So we've got 5. We need the orange. 10. 15. And a yellow. That's another £20 into the emergency fund. So we'll take that and let's do a little count up. I always like to do a count up to see how things are going. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82. Wow, £210 in our general emergency fund. And I'm just going to put it out there because I have never, ever been in a position in my life where I've been able to have an emergency fund. And to think I've already got that much in a Teddy's emergency fund, that much in a general emergency fund, and then also doing a separate health fund, I just count myself very lucky that, you know, we did become debt free. We worked really hard to become debt free, and now, you know, we're doing this to have a better future, to be more prepared with finances. Yeah, I feel very, very lucky to be in the position we are at currently. And you never know when things might change, so it's always good to get ahead. I've been in a situation before where Dean was in a wheelchair for nearly 7 months. So I had to go part-time to care for him. Dean is my husband, if none of you already know that. I had to go part-time to care for him. He obviously wasn't working and things were really hard. And we had nothing like this. We weren't prepared. We had nothing in savings, no emergency fund. And to be in this position now, it just feels amazing. Let's add £20 to his bike insurance. There we go. I should have done this blue or like a different colour because it's his bike insurance, but the track was pink. I asked Nikki from Cashback Cute to put it in pink, so do you know what? I'm going to colour them in pink because why not? So that's there. Amazing. Not going to put anything in road tax or service and MOT because we just reallocated in my last video. We completed a challenge in my Save to Sync binder, and the money I'd saved in that challenge was reallocated into service and MOT, so we're okay in there for now. So health fund, I am going to put in 20. So 10, 20. Oh, I missed the tray. So 20 in there. That now means there's 40 in there. So let's add them on. So each of these are 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Now I've got £20 left. This is the low priority. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we've got £40 in dentist, and these two I haven't started yet because these two I'm ideally going to start in 2026. So not starting them yet. Do I put 10 in dentist and then have 10 floating around? Or do I put 20 in dentist? Or do I not add anything to these and start Christmas 2026 binder? That is a very tricky question that I don't really know what to do. No, do you know what? I'm not going to start Christmas yet. I'm going to start Christmas December this year. I'm going to add the full £20 into dentist, because it came out of what I had already saved in sinking funds. It will go straight back into sinking funds. That's what I need to do. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so let's just put that to one side a second. So we had 40 in here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. So now we've got 60 in there. Amazing. Lovely stuff. So that means all our sinking funds have money in, apart from the 2 that I'm adding for next year. So I'm going to be starting these either end of December or beginning of January. So yeah, that is how I've changed up my sinking funds. These obviously I'm going to keep, I'll clean off, and just in case I ever do decide to use them again. But for now, I don't feel it's something we need to do. And then this is what I was saying about the save to sink. You might be able to see the dashboard a bit better today. That's absolutely stunning. Tyler from Lily Rain made this one. Well, she made all my dashboards. So all of I will only ever have 6 in here at once. And all of them have been written on the back on what I want them to be reallocated for. So this one saves 175. And yes, I can't colour in the squares. We'll ignore that. That's going to bike insurance. So this is just what I currently have in here. I think on Sunday when I do my video, maybe 1 or 2 will get completed. Cozy season. See, I need to change that because I no longer have council tax. So I'm going to cross that out. And I will just scrub it out anyway. This saves 50. So I'm going to put that to dentist. So I'm going to change that, and that can go to dentist now. I think that's a sensible idea. So this is a new one that I put in last week, and this is going to Christmas 2026. So that will be going into my Christmas binder once that one's completed. I know that is Benidorm 2026. Mum's Bouquet, that's going to Health Fund. So that one's okay. And Bougie Breakfast is going to stock up the freezer, which is actually quite good because I reckon by the time I've completed this, it will be end of December, early January, because we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we've got £50 to go on there. So who knows? Could go in the next few weeks. So yeah, that's my current challenges in my save to sink. And then what I did last night is this is my stash of challenges. And I just went through them to make sure none of them said council tax, electric, gas, water. And they don't. So they all have, oh, that one's dentist as well. Let's swap those around and put that there. Okay. So this is the order. So, cozy cabin, that's for May holiday. That's spending trip for girls trip. Dentist. My binder. New wardrobe. Birthdays. So it's very different to what we're going to be allocating the money to. And yeah, I'm just super excited to get going with everything. But yeah, that was my little reallocation video, changing my sinking funds, a little chat. I hope you've enjoyed. Obviously, when my happy mail comes, you will get to see, and I'm hoping that most of it will be here by the time I do my week 3 cash stuffing of November on Sunday. So I will catch you all then. Have a lovely rest of the week. See you soon. Take care. Bye.